How to use your Cricut Maker to create shrinky dink images. The first thing you need to do is figure out what image you want to use and then load that image into your Cricut workspace. Now, you don't have to use one as complicated as I did. You can use a much simpler image, and your children can then, after you cut it, they can color it with pens or pencils before you bake it. Now, I would suggest a solid white offset behind it so you're not cutting on the black lines, and it'll give you a much nicer product for your children. So when you select the offset, set it at about 0.25 inches and change it to white so it won't print on your printer, but it will give you a margin around your image when cutting. Now, I used black here just so you could see it. Now, make sure both of your layers are selected to print then cut, and then attach them. Once you get them attached, then position and size them as you desire. In this case, I made mine about 6 inches wide because it is going to shrink quite a bit. Make sure you have both of them set to print then cut. Now, select Make It. Now, a reminder to make sure that that offset is white, or you're going to end up with a black ring when you print it on your printer. Load your material into the printer and set the printer up according to the manufacturer's directions. In my case, it was premium paper glossy. Load your material into your printer and select Continue, and then Send to Printer. After you print it, but before you cut this, go back to your image and turn off your main image. You've already printed it onto your sheet, so you don't need it for cutting. If you leave it on there, it's going to try to cut both the offset and the image. You just want to cut the offset. When you're ready, select your material. Now, I selected stencil and set the pressure to more, and I still had to go through it a couple of times, so you may need to experiment a little bit. Once selected, load your material, press the Go button in your machine, and when the cutting is complete, unload the machine, select Finish, and then weed your project and prepare to bake it. Again, following manufacturer's recommendations. Now, I weeded mine, and this is what it looked like. The image was about 6 inches across when we started. And again, please set your printer according to the manufacturer's instructions. And then place it in the oven, again, following the product's recommendations, and it will shrink down. This is what my 6-inch image came out to. Now, if you're going to use this on a necklace, a keychain, or earrings, make sure you punch the hole in the material before you shrink it. Otherwise, it's really going to be a pain. Now, mine, I baked for 3 minutes at 300 degrees, and as soon as I put it in the oven, it started to shrink. When it was done at the end of 3 minutes, I pulled it out, placed a piece of paper on top of it, and then pressed hard to make sure it was completely flat. Now, I don't recommend this particular product, or any product for that matter. Find the one that works best for you. And this is, again, one of several products. They are available on Amazon and from many other retailers. I hope this helped you, and you have a great day.